Good morning, welcome to Xinhua Live. Actually, we are going live here in Fuyuan City, northeast China's Heilongjiang province. The Fuyuan City sits along the border river between China and Russia, which is home to chum salmon, one of the important members in the salmon family. As you can see, the people are quite busy with the preparation work here. Actually, we are standing in the very center of the Fuyuan salmon release station. And today they are going to release 2 million chum salmon fry into the border river. The people here are quite busy with the final preparation work here. As you can see, they are packing the chum fry. Before this live show, we talked to some of the working staff here, and they told us they have to wake up very early in the morning. They are very excited about the coming moment to release the chum salmon into the border river. And actually, they have been waiting for this moment for half a year. If you watched our live show last year, last autumn actually, I guess you would have been impressed about how we joined the working staff of the release station and took a tour to the border river here and witnessed the whole process of how they collected the chum salmon and handpicked the fittest ones for further breeding. And the harsh winter has passed and the spring is in the air. I think they have been ready to release the salmon right into the border river because many people told us, in the wild world that chum salmon always flew back to the Pacific Ocean. So they have to keep pace with the natural flow in the nature, and they have to respect the natural law. And actually there are 6 types of Pacific salmon here to give us a brief introduction. And we are told that the chum salmon is the dominant species of the border river, and there are actually 6 types of Pacific salmon here. And the chum salmon, the pink salmon, and the cherry salmon are all the species that we can see in the border river. Let's get near. Here's the pool. They have been breeding the chum salmon, yes, and you can see right into the river. They are so small and vulnerable, and they pick up all those chum salmon for further breeding last autumn, and keeping those chum salmon in this giant room is not easy job. So they have to keep the temperature is mild, and they have to make sure the water is clear, and as you can see, it's very dense, and they are swimming freely in the pool. Okay. Let's take a round. Let's take a look at how well the people have been preparing this morning, and they are choosing the greatest ones, and they are busy packing this chum salmon. As we can see, they are using the special tools. And many people told us that they use plastic bags instead of buckets because the plastic bags are easy to carry and convenient to use. They are going to put it on the ship where the chum salmon are going to be released. Okay, in the wild, the chum salmon have to spend the whole winter on the frozen river, and so the temperature of the water is very important. Well, it's a little bit chilly, it's a little bit cold, and we were told that the chum salmon have to adjust to the relatively cold temperature here, and so we can see the temperature. We can feel the temperature here is a little bit cold, and it is very suitable for the chum salmon to live. And in this morning that we have witnessed the whole process of the busy preparatory work of the working staff. And actually all the working staff here are so experienced, and they have been working here, many of them have been working here for almost 3 decades. And so it is not that difficult for them to pick the fittest ones to release today. Chum salmon fry are so vulnerable and small. I guess we have to be very cautious with our steps here, and they're so frightened by the noise people make. And let's take a look how small the chum salmon fry are. Very active. I guess they're very excited about coming trip right into the Pacific Ocean. And it won't be a very easy journey because the Pacific Ocean is quite a little bit far from here. These are the plastic bags they have been packing, and we were told by the working staff that each bag contains about 100 chum salmon fry, and shortly after this they are going to release the chum salmon fry into the border river. Now we have arrived at the final destination, and we can see right behind me the people here, the working staff from the release station, are unloading the bags, and they are making the final preparation for the release. Let's take a look at it. Let me brief you with a little knowledge of the salmon. In fact, the border river abounds in one special salmon, the chum salmon. As what I have said before, the chum salmon is a dominant species of the river. There are mainly 6 types of Pacific salmon, and the chum salmon is one of them. The chum salmon lives in the east and west coasts of the Pacific Ocean. They are born in the border river in autumn. Like most other chum salmon species, like most other salmon species actually, the chum salmon spend most of their life in salt water or in the Pacific Ocean. Adult chum salmon normally travel hundreds of thousands of miles upstream to the Heilongjiang River or the border river where they were born in order to spawn here. The river, as I have said before, boasts a vast expanse of water and a moderate temperature, which provides the chum salmon with a natural spawning site. It is a terrific place for them to spawn here. And after giving birth to the salmon fry, the female salmon's life almost comes to an end because she's too exhausted to move on. The rotten bodies will become new food for the newly born babies. Many local people hail this, not only many local people here, but also many specialists hail this as the magic of the nature, because they think the female chum salmon are making a sacrifice, but that is the law of nature and we should respect that. The river is so wide, and you can see the people here are taking active role in doing the preparation work. And my colleague just told me that the chum fry here are so active, they cannot wait to swim back to the Pacific Ocean. Actually, after half a year's breeding, and the chum salmon fry are all in good condition, and they are being taken carefully in the past days. Now, I think they are already prepared to get into the water again. Among the working people here are working staff from the local fishery bureau or the release station, and some of them are volunteers from non-profit organizations. And they are all very active in this, as you can see. In fact, public awareness towards the protection of the chum salmon is very important. And a few minutes later, we are going to talk with a publicist from a non-profit organization. She's going to share some of her experience of working with the public about the protection of this special species. For more discussion on this topic, we're happy to be joined by a publicity director from a non-profit organization, Miss Lu Chang. Miss Lu, welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
First of all, would you like to make a brief introduction about your program?
Yes, our program named Take Me Home. It's a salmon conservation project, and we start here in Fuyuan 3 years ago. For the last 3 years, we have worked closely with the Fuyuan hatchery station. And what we have done is for example, this year we have helped them increase 500,000 salmon fries for releasing today. And also we have offered them new water purifiers and 5 sets of Canadian hatching equipment, and also other instruments for monitor the water qualities and temperature, etc.
You guys have done quite a lot. I guess the public are curious about the results. What kind of results have you achieved?
The chum salmons, usually their life cycle is 3 to 5 years. So, and we tagged some of the salmons every year. So we expect to see them coming back in the next few years to Dongning and other spawning grounds in Heilongjiang and in China.
Are they in good condition? I mean, the chum salmon fry, the chum salmon. Are they in good condition? Are they healthy?
You mean here or?
They came back from the Pacific
If
Ocean?
they can come back, they will be very healthy.
They
And
have to be very strong enough.
yes, they have to be.
Well, speaking of the ecosystem here, I think people are very concerned about the whole ecosystem. And what is the great significance lies behind the protection work?
Yes, our program does not just aim to protect one species. That's why we choose salmon, because chum salmon is the so-called one of the umbrella species, which means by protecting them, other species in the same ecological community can benefit from it. Yes, that's why we're choosing it.
It will benefit the ecosystem a lot, generally speaking. Okay, thank you, Ms. Lu. Now the release work has got started. Now I'm trying to release the salmon. The bag is very heavy, as you can see. As you can see here, I think another thing which is really important is public awareness. As you can see here, lots of people are taking an active role in this. Among them are people from the local fishery bureau and from the release station, but many of them are average people like me. Some of them are even fishermen. You know, these days we have been here covering lots of stories about local fishermen here. They told us they used to care about how much they have gained from the Border River. Now they talk more about the protection work here. So I guess the public awareness have been on the rise in the past few years since lots of work have been done. Next thing, we even have witnessed some children picking up the bags and release the chum salmon right into the river. They call it the Mother River of Fuyuan City, and the children are very curious about this special fish, and their parents take them right here, and they would like to make their best wishes by releasing the chum salmon into the river. And they hope that after 4 years, after a cycle, the chum salmon will return home, back here to spawn here and to reproduce here, and the life cycle will continue year after year. In the past few years, Chinese cities like Tongjiang and Fuyuan along the river have been releasing chum salmon right into the sea. In the past 3 decades, for the Fuyuan salmon release station has released 30 million chum salmon right into the Border River, making a great contribution to the protection of this special species in the world. This is our show. If you do like our show, do leave your comments here or give us a thumb up. We are really looking forward to your comments here. Thanks for watching.